Hello friends, this is Mitlesh and I welcome you to this video. Have you heard the shocking news that the United States had to call for help from India, that an American yacht was rescued by the Indian Coast Guard, that even the mighty US Navy couldn't act but India did? Yes, this unbelievable incident happened in the Indian Ocean and strangely, mainstream media has barely reported it. Let's break this down. What happened? A US yacht named Sea Angel was caught in a severe storm near the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. This wasn't just a random boat ride gone wrong. There were two people on board, one American and one Turkish national, completely stranded as high waves, malfunctioning sails, and a tangled propeller left the yacht powerless in rough seas. What makes it even more interesting is where this happened: a highly sensitive maritime zone close to a US naval base, including the famous 7th Fleet. Despite their presence, the US was unable to rescue its own vessel and had to request help from India. In response, the Indian Coast Guard deployed its ship Rajveer, which successfully completed the rescue operation under extremely dangerous weather conditions. Visual proof: the Indian Coast Guard itself tweeted about the incident at 9:32 am, sharing photos and videos showing the rescue. You can clearly see the American yacht with the US flag, the Indian Coast Guard vessel approaching and executing the rescue, nighttime visuals showing the Indian ship navigating through treacherous waters to save lives. It was a textbook display of professionalism, courage, and maritime capability. Questions that need answers. Here comes a twist. What was a US yacht doing so close to Indian waters, especially with a Turkish citizen on board? Could this have been a covert surveillance operation? Even senior Indian officials like former Andhra Pradesh Chief Secretary Krishna Rao, IAS, have raised the same concerns on social media, hinting at the possibility of espionage. This incident has layers of strategic implications, especially considering the yacht was found in a region frequently monitored for geopolitical tensions. No prior intimation or clearance was given to Indian authorities about this vessel's presence. Not the first time. Let me remind you of another major incident that also escaped mainstream attention. On June 14, a British F-35 stealth fighter jet, part of the US aligned Royal Navy, was reportedly tracked and locked by India's radar systems in the Bay of Bengal. Despite its so-called invisibility, the jet was intercepted and disabled. It's been grounded in India ever since, and even US engineers had to fly in to try to restore it. This is the same F-35 fighter jet that America claims no radar in the world can detect, but Indian systems not only tracked it, they jammed it. Historical context. Let's not forget history. During the 1971 Indo-Pak War, the US sent its 7th Fleet to pressure India, but that show of force failed back then too. And now, in 2025, the same 7th Fleet is rendered helpless in saving a yacht. India's Coast Guard stepped in and got the job done. It's becoming increasingly clear that India is no longer a regional power only. It's asserting its strength globally, both in times of war and peace. Final thought. This is not just a maritime incident, but a sign of India's rising military, technological, and strategic competence. Whether it's tracking stealth jets or rescuing foreign citizens from deadly seas, India is showing the world what it's capable of. This was a brief insight into a significant global development that mainstream outlets have chosen to ignore. If you found this report thought provoking, let's continue discussing these critical issues in the comments. Thank you for watching. Jai Hind.